Hello everyone, it's George, and finally we got some Season 3 events for the second anniversary of Call of Dragons. And today I will try my best to explain regarding rewards and what kind of events we are having. Of course, it's important to mention that saving up the resources and deciding which kind of rewards you are going to choose from every single event is really important, especially for the free-to-play players, right? So let's dive in and let's speak about the events at first. Like first event, which got us even earlier, is Back to the Battlefield. This event is for the players who left the game. So basically you will share this code to the players which were playing Call of Dragons in the past and stopped, and more players you will get back to the game, more rewards you are going to get. It's amazing that we are having legendary tokens, and of course some gems are always really important, right? But of course if we had like little bit more legendary tokens for this event, it would be much more appreciated. But it is what it is. It's a nice one. So if you have a friends who left the game, just send them this code, they will redeem the code and you will get the rewards, right? The Joyful Feast, which is one of the main events for the second anniversary, and here we have some amazing rewards, right? First of all, we have to mention that you can progress through the levels of rewards by obtaining those rewards, right? I'm pretty sure on level 5 there will be, or level 4, there will be the fruits for the war pets to get higher attributes, but for a free-to-play player, I'm pretty honest that it will be impossible for us to get to the level 4 or level 5. That's why I'm gonna speak about level 1. We have two city skins, which is really good because in the past we had only one from here. The first one is the newest one, which is the Orchid Pavilion for the Cavalry unit attack. This is the epic skin. And the second one is Azure Garden, right? Marksman unit HP, and we all know that how much marksmen are liking the HP buffs in general. Of course, we have the Song of the Joy, the template, and the avatar Song of the Joy. What's else really important is that we have legendary tokens for sure, and one of the most rare rewards from here is faction change, right? I have never seen faction change card to be available from the rewards, so I think 10 donuts is not really high amount. I think everybody should take this change faction because maybe in the future we're gonna get the third or fourth faction and everybody would be able to try it out. And yeah, I think like city skins would be the primary choice. Faction change would be the great to take it because it's only one, and then I think legendary tokens should be the great addition to your currencies in the game. And of course from the second rewards, from the second level, the most important reward here is of course legendary tokens or some teleportation scrolls, of course, with legendary medals, right? These three should be the primary choices for the level 2. Unfortunately, we can't really see level 3, level 4, or level 5. That's why we can only try out what we actually have here and think about it. So I think these ones should be the primary choices for the rewards which you're gonna choose, right? Let's move on. The next event is Lucky Flip, which I think is an amazing event in terms of rewards. You are basically choosing the primary reward. Like for example, I chose the treaty, and you are like you are randomly clicking on these question marks. If you're gonna get the treaties, like 30 treaties from here or here, this will be refreshed. You're gonna increase the level, and what's the most important, or from the level increase from the level 5, you are going to get deluxe level, right? Which means you're gonna get 8 legendary tokens on your chosen hero. I think this is amazing. In my opinion, like free 8 legendary tokens per one level is simply amazing, right? Even like if you aren't gonna get to deluxe level, standard level, if you are a free-to-play player, tier 4, and you want to get to tier 5, I think treaties and arrows are amazing, especially 30 of them. I think the weakest rewards from standard level is resources and regeneration potions. Even like Rainbow Donut legendary medal is much better, right? So try to get to the deluxe level, which is every 5 levels, right? And then you're gonna choose the desired legendary hero. Like if you're archer, you want Magro Zaida or something like that. If you're infantry, depends on your account state, right? If you are close to awakening Bertrand, you of course want to get Bertrand tokens, right? So the choice is big, and I think if you're gonna play this event, you're going to live with a lot of really important rewards, which will be essential for your account progression, right? The next one is Matic Season. This is like newest event for the war pets. So basically, like maximum epic level war pet can be mattered. And what's the mating, right? You're gonna choose the war pets here. One will be here, one will be there, and in the end, it will say what the percentage is on these slots, how many slots you're gonna have. Like maybe 30% is chance of having 6 slots, 20% is like 7 slots, and like 10% is the maximum amount of slots. In terms of attributes, it's kind of same, but the daily free matching attempts is 1. If you want to do 1 more, you have to spend the gems, right? In my opinion, this mating season warped event has a great potential, but I think numbers should be adjusted, right? If we want to get better warpeds, then I think we should be able to get better attributes on warpeds, not only skill slots, right? I think the mating season event is mainly for the skill slot increase, and I think there should be like much more ways of increasing attributes from the mating season than from like simply fruits, right? Because we know that fruits can be gettable only from this kind of events on level 4 and level 5, and if we're gonna have higher chances on higher attributes, that should be really good. You guys should always remember maximum is available like epic warped. If you're gonna put legendary here, you won't gonna be available, right? Epic, rare, or like green ones should be the ones we should try to mate. And yeah, of course, like try 1 per day. It will be free. I would not really recommend using gems here, right? The pet party, which is one of my favorite events in the game, because I really like the pet warped feature in general. It gave the game like different dimension, and yeah, like in total you will be able to get a lot of warpeds from here, mostly the highest levels, and we all know that higher level warped is by catching, there is a more chance of getting legendary warped, and in general some talent skills, which is always the important thing whenever you are getting warped, because you want to increase the main skills of your warpeds. Like in my case, I have been trying to increase stars of the concentration to 3 star. That's why I'm always choosing this Peak Rock. I have left like 1k more experience, and my concentration will be 3 star. So basically great event for warped catching, and if you like the warped system just like me, you should be really happy regarding this event, right? Magical Memories, this is the anniversary event. Every single year, every single anniversary day, we are getting these kind of memories. When you're gonna go in, it will say during like 2024 what kind of activities you did. Like for example, my first faction was Spring Wardens, how much time I spent online, it's pretty big, and so on, right? It's really interesting to just look back and look and see by the numbers what you have been doing in this 1 year. Of course, like Phoenix Eye was my most used, Guarded Crossbow I dealt the most damage, and it was from the Fellowship event where we were able to borrow the artifacts from our alliance members. And my most deplayed hero is Nico, right? I think for in the next year my most deplayed hero will be Magrat or Zaida, but let's see, right? So far it's Nico, and it's pretty nice that we can actually check back. I banished Dark Forces 8,000 times, I defeated Magna Devour 1 time, Snowy Cross was my most captured warped. So it's pretty cool to just look back and see what you have actually been doing in the game, and by the numbers, well, it's a quite good thing to have. It's like a small book for your account, which is great thing, right? Let's back and let's go. It's a chance encounters. This is a great event, especially when we have the rainbow donuts and flip tokens available from here. So what you're gonna do, basically, you want to defeat as much darklings around the map. Those darklings will spawn these extra enemies, and whenever you're gonna defeat these extra enemies, there is a chance you're gonna get a rainbow donut, flip token, 15-minute training speed up, and some resources. Like for example, when I was doing that, I got like 3 donuts, 2 flip tokens, and so on, right? So I think this is a great event in order for us to maximize our rewards for the lucky flip and joyful feast. So I would highly recommend to do all the 20 encounters, because you want to get all these rewards, so you will be able to open more lucky flips and you will be able to get more rewards from the joyful feast. So I always like this kind of events, which is helping us to get more rewards in the game in general, right? Downgrad Banquet, it's not a new event. You are basically choosing the heroes you want to feast, and you are deciding which heroes are eating what, right? If the heroes are satisfied, you are getting legendary tokens, lucky flip event tokens, and the rainbow donuts, right? One more event in order for us to get these 2 most important currencies, in order for us to try our luck in lucky flip and joyful feast, right? It's not a new event, that's why I won't gonna speak too much about that. So let's try to move on to the arms exchange, which I think is like most important event out of anything here. So what's here basically, right? The game is telling us that maining a troop type is important for Call of Dragons. So basically you will be able to exchange, for example, infantry, like 300k maximum infantry troops to spearmen, or maybe mages or cavalry, like depending what is your main troop type, you will exchange the less important troops to your main troop type, and that's how you're gonna get extra 300k troops for your main guy, right? That's how I got actually my 1.8 million spearmen here, because I exchanged my infantry and my cavalry troops to my spearmen, right? If you are mage main, I would advise you to get more mage troops. If you are infantry, same for infantry and same for cavalry. It's a great arms exchange event, which I think will be available once per year, right? If it was a more, it would be better, but even if it will be once per year, it will be great thing for the maining the troop type, especially for the free-to-play players, right? Battle Abyss is not a new one, and the important one is Hates of the Power, right? And from the Hates of the Power, we are getting Crown of the Light, Cavalry Unit HP, legendary skin for the city, and the most important thing is the additional effect, which is Blazing Crown. Not only Blazing Crown is amazing to look at in terms of graphics and animations, it also gives us 3% additional cavalry unit HP, right? Which means if we're gonna unlock all of these together, we're gonna have 30% additional HP for chaos, which is really amazing in my opinion, right? So great hates will start in couple of days, and like, of course, not couple of days, in 5-6 hours, let's say, and of course, lot of important rewards such as gems, such as legendary tokens, city theme, Crown of the Light, and 8-hour speed up, right? Especially for cavalry players, I would want you to try your luck if you have actually saved your currencies, saved your speed ups. That's the reason I have been saying, just don't waste all of your currencies which you have in the game. Try to save them up, wait for the important event for your account, and spend during that time, and you will get way more important rewards if you are going to play like that, right? And yeah, don't forget to try to get the change faction item, because you never know, maybe in the future we're gonna get new faction, and it will be really important for you to have this item, because without this item, changing faction costs 10k gems, right? So that's the anniversary day event, like second anniversary events, which are giving out a pretty cool and interesting rewards, and hopefully everybody will maximize their rewards, because that's the most important which you can get, especially as a free-to-play player, right? Hopefully it was interesting to watch this video. If it was, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.